early in the morning. I've been up since 4. I got some fountain stuff done, and I've been eager to get to doing some permaculture. I love permaculture. I get to work out. I don't go to the gym. I go out and start working, get a good sweat. I've lost actually 5 pounds since the last 2 weeks, just starting permaculture every day. And I've been digging lots of holes and moving lots of sand, and it's been a lot of fun. But what I want to do today is start setting up my herb garden in my house. So let's do that. So these herbs are from the grocery store. Now I got these at half price because they looked really bad. I just watered them and they just shot up. But what I really like about them is this is oregano. But you know what? This oregano has a lot of fennel or tynol or something in it. It's really, really spicy. I can smell it. It has it's like eating bee balm. And when I tried it, I was like, this tastes just like bee balm. So I can taste the tynol or whatever it is in there that bee balm has, and it's really spicy. So did I end up buying 2 oregano plants? I guess I did. I bought 2 oregano plants. Well, because I love bee balm. So I'm going to use this in shakes, in omelets, and other things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mount grow lights underneath this counter. So if you've got a counter like this is like asking for grow lights to be. And here's the power source is right there built into it. And these are ornamental brass plant holders like that, Bob, that I'm going to actually use. Right, this one and this one. They look nice, and use these for them. Also, another option is this here, and I kind of like these. These are just $1 a piece at the Dollar General store. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to basically fill the bottom with gravel, right? About this far, about, I don't know, 5 centimeters of gravel. And that's going to be the rhizome, and then I can always see the water in there. So I like that, I can see the water in there. And I can actually have pots also for basically growing new seeds and stuff, tomato plants and everything else. The issue I'm having here, because of how I probably will have to mount, I don't know how high the grow lights need to be over the plant. Maybe I can just mount them with a reflector here on the side instead of not under, or hang them down, mount kind of a piece of laminate and then have it sticking out and down and hanging over the plants. Maybe have them adjustable is what I'm thinking. But I actually kind of like that better than these pots. I gotta move these before my father runs them over because he won't see them. And that would be a nasty accident. The other thing I have are the lids. I actually went with the lids. The reason for the lids is actually I can cut out the lids and have the plants coming out of this, and it'll help trap moisture inside. Plus I can move them around and take them outside and stuff like that. So I think I can have them pushed in to that. And also keeps kind of the soil and stuff away from the kitchen. And all the people are like, oh, there's dirt right next to my food. I don't know. What do you think? You're wondering why I bought this aluminum tin? Well, here's why. Because I wanted to put a lining in on this pot, so that way we don't have the water oxidizing the grass pot. So I pushed that in there, and now I can put some rocks down there. Maybe I also need maybe put a pipe or something so I can see that there's water down there. I don't know what I'm going to do here. You could even use this as a planter. Add some rocks, pebbles, put some oil, and recycling it. And you couldn't really move it around much. You could definitely use it. It's a pretty good size. I'm going to save that. You could put this on the ground too. Stuff like this on the ground to trap water under your plants. That's how I'm going to probably use this. So I want to save stuff like this. So this is cow manure and organic compost together. These are the stones I'm going to use in the bottom. And something else I went and picked up. I'm not going to be able to see this. It's kind of dark in here because it's still dark outside. These were at the dollar store. Big party planters, right? So the problem with these pots is they basically have a hole in the bottom. Right there, I don't know if you can see it. Right there's a hole, right? So basically what I'm doing is placing these party plant liners. I'm going to fill them, basically fill it with stones, and it's going to hold the water and be a rhizome barrier. And basically you can convert this planter into a low maintenance planter because it always has water. And what I'm going to do is actually put a tube. Where's my tube? Well, a couple things I can use. Actually, this is what I'm going to use. This tube right here. You see how it's just broken? This tube is perfect. This tube is some old broken tube from something that I can use coming apart. So I can use this tube to go into this planter here for easy watering and stuff like that, and to look down there and see if there's water on there. Right there. Okay. So that's what I'm working on today. So first thing I'm going to do here is add the stones like that. Really simple. The purpose for the stone is basically a rhizome barrier, right, to keep the water and the soil separate. Now what I'm going to do before I add the soil is actually going to add a layer of sand now. So here I've added the sand. As you can see here, you can see the layer. It's kind of dark in here because it's nighttime. It's really morning, but it's nighttime. You can see that. That's also kind of a layer of sand. Now what I'm going to add on this is I'm going to mix in the soil with the fertilizer in a pot, and then I'm going to actually plant basil and this together. I'm going to mix them together. So that way when I clip I get a little bit of both. And you'll notice there's actually all of this in here is kind of basil. There's lots of basil in here. Each one of these coming up is a new plant, but they've got it all in one plant. They just put a bunch of seeds. They're lazy. So each one of these is a basil plant, which is going to produce seeds and everything else. It's going to be cool. So here's some sand. I actually mixed in some leaves, and then when I did, I was like, wait a minute, I've got a better solution. And this right here, again, sorry it's kind of dark, but this is stuff underneath the compost. This is old. And if you look in here, actually, look at this guy right here. I just went out and grabbed him, and that's an earthworm. Kind of cold, kind of sluggish, doesn't like the cold. But he's about to get a new home. So I'm going to mix this in together. On top, in here, right here, is the cow manure. So I'm actually going to mix in some cow manure in with the sand here. Add some, this is basically consistency. This is kind of like spacing. This is like putting air. This is what you'd use like vermiculite, if you were to buy vermiculite, which is going to basically, it's spongy, it's going to hold water, and also provide food for the worms to kind of munch on. So there is the gold, right? So I'm pretty happy with that. It's got quite a bit of organics in there. It's got some cow manure in there, not too much, and the plant should go crazy in here. So I want to show you this. Every one of these is a basil plant. I got a couple in here already, right? And I'm going to plant them deep to give the roots a chance to get down in that water. And I'm actually going to plant some outside too and see how they are in my little container. But it's pretty awesome. Look at all this basil. So the planter's done. I'm thinking now the second one I should have cut out the lids and planted them through the lids so they stick out of the lid. But these basils will get huge. So my one basil will get massive. So we'll see how they grow in here. And ultimately, I'm going to put one back into this planter here and start growing for outdoors. So by taking this one pot full of basil and breaking it up, you're getting tons. And I'm sure each one of these things too is a potential seed. So I may just go out and start planting some of these out there when it gets warmer today. I went ahead and decided to cut it out with a pair of scissors that my dad had. It was really simple. But that's ready to go in the kitchen. I did this one here where I actually cut out and I put the plants in, but you know what? I don't like it as much because it's kind of hard to get the plants in, and if you want to open up the top, you can't do that. So you want to try oregano? Sure. Hope you enjoyed the video this morning. Making herb gardens for your kitchen is really easy. Now I'm going to add some grow lights. I'm going to look on eBay and other places, Craigslist. I'm not going to buy new, I'm going to buy used. I'm going to add that to that. So good luck, grow your own food like pretty money. My name is Michael Trout. If you like this video, consider becoming a sponsor of this video simply by going to foundups.com and becoming a patron. You also get equity that I'm going to give to you in my corporation through a warrant offering. You're also helping support the idea of FoundUps. FoundUps are kind of like the anti-startup. We put the planet first, not selfish investors. Our ideas are for saving our planet locally. Ideas like the one you just watched. And we share them and promote them online on foundups.com, on YouTube, and other places. Thank you very much. My name is Michael Trout, hoping that you'll join me in launching your own FoundUp lifestyle.